Yo, what is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz Gabe, bringing you the next episode of the Fighter Pass Tournament. And not to be confused with the DLC character tournament, I got two separate ones going on. But today they're kind of being mashed together a little bit. And what I mean by that is I have to go over the results for the DLC character tournament, because there's no matchup that lines up for today. So no matchup for the other tournament, but the Fighter Pass tournament is still going on, and I'll jump into that matchup in just a second. But real quick, if you're new and you want to vote, pretty simple. Vote for who you want. One vote per person. The way you vote is down in the comments. Simply type the name of that character in today's matchup that you'd rather see as a DLC character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Pretty simple. Tournament goes until there's a winner. Double elimination tournament, meaning character has to lose twice before they're officially eliminated. If there's a tie in the votes, I flip a coin, break the tie. That's how a character, that's how that would get settled. So, with that out of the way, we usually go over results for matchups that happened, 1 week ago, because the voting only stays open for 1 week. But since the Fighter Pass tournament has only started on, Monday? There's no results yet, but this upcoming Monday, we'll start getting results for the tournament. But anyway, we have to go over the results for last week in the DLC character tournament, which was a really good matchup. It was a semifinal matchup from the winner's bracket. Shantae taking on Banjo-Kazooie. Now, I was very curious. I'm always curious to see what happens when Shantae's in a matchup. Just how the votes are going to work out. That I think we all are. And I don't really know how to put this. So, guess who won? Shantae won. Shantae won. There it is. She beats another character. 152 votes for Shantae. 85 for Banjo. So Banjo still had a pretty, a legit number of votes. Had pretty good showing. But Shantae supporters just showed up and, outvoted. So Shantae gets to go to the winner's bracket finals. Not the overall finals, but just the winner's bracket finals, because she would have one more match in the winner's bracket, and then she would end up facing the winner of the loser's bracket eventually. And yeah, so congrats to Shantae again, making it to the finals of a part of the tournament. She did that in one of my old tournaments, so maybe she's doing it again. But real quick, so tomorrow we will have a matchup for the DLC Fighter tournament, which will be Shantae taking on the winner of either Gino or Tails. That's tomorrow. That's in the other tournament. But let's get to today's tournament. The DLC, I'm getting these confused. But the Fighter Pass tournament. And this is the one that just started, so a couple days ago. So we're only on matchup number 3, and we have VaultBoy from the Fallout series. Yes, the VaultBoy, the series mascot kind of thing. That's who that is. Taking on Ryu Hayabusa, in my opinion, a sleeper pick for DLC. I really think so. But let's do this, right? So, first up, Ryu Hayabusa from the Ninja Gaiden series. One of the kind of last remaining iconic franchises, big name characters. Well, that's a funky head. Oh, there we go. Fixed it. I don't know what's up with that. But one of the last remaining kind of iconic characters from the original Nintendo, Super Nintendo days. Those iconic characters from then. Pretty much the last one remaining that isn't in Smash Bros. In some sort of way, some capacity. So I know some people are like, all right, well, save them for Smash 6. The next Smash Bros. That comes out, because they're going to need one. I say, why wait? Put him in now. I'm a big fan of Ryu Hayabusa. I really am. And let me get this out of the way again, because this always does come up when I talk about Ryu Hayabusa. Well, what is the announcer going to say? When you're on the character select screen and you click a character, we already have Ryu from Street Fighter, yes. And you click on him and his name is Ryu. What happens when you click on Ryu Hayabusa? Is he just going to be like Ryu again? And some people might be confused. No. That is not how it would work. So, if you didn't know, Ryu Hayabusa, this guy right here, is also from the Dead or Alive series. And when you click on his name in that game, the announcer announces him as Hayabusa. So, there'd be a distinct difference between the two names at least. Plus, the two characters don't look anything alike, honestly. One's a ninja with a sword, the other guy fights with his fist. So, totally different characters. You can tell them apart. And sure, some people are going to be like, well, Roy and Roy are in the game. That's different as well. One's a clown car driving thing, and the other is a swordsman. They look totally different. And besides, Roy's not actually the Koopa, the Koopaling Roy is not an actual right on the stage, not stage, but the character select screen. He's not on there. You'd have to scroll through Bowser Jr.'s ults to get to him, but that's kind of a different topic. But so just the topic of, you know, how do you differentiate the names? There you go. Ryu from Street Fighter will be Ryu. Ryu from Street Fighter will be Ryu. Ryu from Ninja Gaiden / The Dead or Alive series would be Hayabusa. That's how you put that together, or put that to bed. But anyway, Ryu would be awesome. He's a ninja. He's got his sword. He's extremely quick. He just, to me, I love the character. I love the playstyle. I love the design. He just screams kind of that badass kind of character. Some people kind of think, all right, maybe he doesn't quite fit the vibe of Smash Bros. Because then his games kind of revolve around like some bloody, gory kind of stuff like that. And, you know, that doesn't totally fit with Smash, but you don't need that stuff. You just slices his sword, you know, just go around. You don't need that kind of stuff from his game. Plus, you know, take some moveset from his Dead or Alive kind of games. I know Sakurai usually likes to kind of come up with his own sort of moveset for the character, but if there's already a character that has an established moveset, Sakurai will use that as an influence to build up the character's moveset and maybe make tweaks here and there or do something different to make him have that Smash character kind of moveset vibe. So, I don't know. Ryu Hayabusa is legendary. He's iconic. He hasn't had... Oh, man. Ninja Gaiden hasn't really had a game in quite a few years. So, I mean, he's kind of... I don't want to say he's irrelevant because he's been around forever. People know the name, but he hasn't had a newer game in quite some time. So I don't know. Maybe there's one in the works. Is there another Dead or Alive in the works, and maybe he's in that as well. And you could time up the two. I don't know. That's just my thought. But Ryu Hayabusa, I think, would be such a cool character. I would love to see him in the game. But let's move on to his opponent. So this one is strange. So let me try to work through this one. So VaultBoy from the Fallout series. No, what is VaultBoy? What would he even do? Well, there's all sorts of, you know, things in the Fallout universe that you can incorporate because they go around picking up all sorts of weapons or just items in general, and then you kind of build stuff. You can build bases, you could build machine gun turrets, you could build defenses, all sorts of stuff like that would be really cool. Plus, you could have like one of the vault locations from Fallout as like a stage, which would be pretty cool. Fallout does have some pretty decent music. I would like to see that. So I mean, music, check. Stage, you got a lot to choose from. You could choose I don't know I don't really think they'd go open world, you know, one of those kind of stages, because Fallout's always kind of in some sort of post-apocalyptic, that's hard to say, but some sort of town like Boston, what's the newer one, West Virginia, something like that. So I think they should take like a vault location, because that doesn't actually show a city, and you could kind of, I don't know, that could be the stage. But for moveset, what would you do? There's all sorts of perks that you get in the Fallout game. You can, you know, buff your strength, your carrying weight, and all sorts of stuff. So I mean, I think you could. One thing that I thought would be kind of cool, but I mean, because in Fallout you don't really summon enemies, but maybe using some of the enemies from the Fallout, like Mylarks, or just I can't even think off the top of my head, but like you could use some of the weird creatures from Fallout maybe in the moveset, but I don't know if that really fits Fallout. I mean, because if you think of a character from Fallout, it's just going to be somebody you customize and you use and you go out. I mean, you could end up doing, because they got like some specialty weapons in Fallout, is like the Fat Boy, or they got like these nuke bombs that you could use as a weapon and fire them off, and they just make giant explosions. I guess you could use that for a Final Smash, ultimately, honestly. Well, you could also take into the building kind of aspect, like I was saying, they build up like bases and defenses. You could throw down like a machine gun turret, or, you know, a trap, or, you know, something that kind of, you know, throw down like an electric trap, and it like stuns or zaps the opponent, whoever steps on it, for a couple seconds, and then, you know, use that to combo into him and all sorts of stuff like that. So I think VaultBoy, I mean, if you kind of dive into it a bit more, you can make VaultBoy work. Plus, people are going to know what and who VaultBoy is. They know, oh, that's the Fallout guy. That's pretty much people call him, right? Hardcore fans that know the series, yeah, VaultBoy. But some people are like, oh, that's the Fallout guy. So, I mean, he's well known. People would probably, I don't know. He might be viewed as more of like a WTF kind of character, and I totally understand that. But if you used him as a character, as, for DLC in Smash, people will know the face, and they might just be intrigued enough to be like, wait, how is VaultBoy even going to work? Now I got to see this. And then they go ahead and buy it, and he could be all sorts of just a wacky character that people would kind of, start to pick up and start to use and really love. You just be kind of that different sort of character that nobody really thinks of, nobody thought of, but then you see it and go, all right, that's kind of a cool idea. I like the characters. I think he kind of fits that category. And, the more I kind of think about VaultBoy, I'd kind of like to see him in the game. I'd kind of like to see him. But this one for me, who are you voting for? Who am I voting for? This one's easy. I'm voting Ryu Hayabusa. He's, like I said, I think he's a sleeper pick. He's one of my more favorite characters that have yet to be in Smash Bros. In any way, especially playable form, Would love to see it. So, yeah, let me get Ryu Hayabusa. So that gets my vote. So, question is, who are you going to vote for? Ryu Hayabusa or VaultBoy? One or the other. That's all you get. So, one vote. Down in the comments. Simply type the name. But that is going to be it for this one. So, sneak peek for tomorrow. I already told you tomorrow's matchup in the other tournament is going to be Gino and Tails. We'll get the results of that, and then the winner of that faces Shantae in that matchup. But for the Fighter Pass tournament, looks like we have Mike Jones from Star Tropics, one of the few Nintendo first-party characters in this tournament, taking on Palico from the Monster Hunter series. So that'll be tomorrow. Look forward to both of those, and I guess that is going to be it for this one. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I look forward to your voting, and hopefully we catch you on the next one. Oh, by the way, if you're interested in my Smash League, next episode is out later today. Check it out. It's a good one. It's a longer episode, but that's how the Smash League is. It's longer episodes. It's almost like an hour-long video. So if you want to check that out, please do. Had fun making it. You guys seemed to like it last week, so hopefully you like it again this week. But that is it for this one, so hopefully we catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.